Man, it's a good day to go help my people. Oh, shit. Man, they already shooting.
I grew up poor. I watched the Chinese. We used to call them the Chinamen. As kids, we used to want to go to the Chinaman store. Now my kids, now my grandkids, now they're going to the Arab store. The difference between these stores when I was growing up, the Chinaman store and the Arab stores, the Arab stores got more in there to offer the streets. The streets will get in trouble for the things that they display in open eyesight in their store. We see all these things and we complain about it. As I go through the neighborhoods, I see an Arab store on each corner, taking the money from the black people. Then when you stop and talk to them, they complaining. Man, it just beat me out of $2. Man, it just beat me out of $1. When they being brought into this country, man, to oppress the black people. One thing that the rich people know, that they can't get rich without poor people. Every race figured it out. They can come together and they can spend money with one another and build generational wealth with one another. But us as black people are not able to do so. 30 years ago, we didn't have black people that had money like this. We have billionaires, we have millionaires, and no one hardly reaching back. In this video, you will find people talking from Memphis, Tennessee, from Arkansas to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Everyone has something to say, black to white. When are we gonna wake up to understand that we all in this together? We have to have love in our heart. We have to find out who for us and who is against us. We tired of the violence. We're tired of poverty. This country is built on rich, built on the backs of slaves. Arab stores all through the communities, on each corner, getting the poor people money. All he got to do is just jump on the phone, get the phone call.
What is doing, my guy?
500 trips in the parking lot. You might have 400.
Where you go, get some nice trucks. Oh, that's an older truck. He's a white guy. Yeah, got a nice truck. Look at this. That's the Arabs.
Anybody had any sense, would they have picked her? I mean, she's a decent looking woman.
Which one, the black lady?
Yeah, the vice president, but she's a Fruit Loop.
She's a Fruit Loop.
Kamala Harris or something like
Yeah. She married a white man. She married one of them guys that's in the Democratic Party out in California.
Yeah.
It all leads back to the Democratic Party and white people.
But see, what now? How the Democrats lying to the black people?
Because they tell them that they're all up there to get them what they need and what they want. And I got, look here, the only thing they're going to get you is broker, poor, and more in need.
Right. Can't y'all see that?
You got to keep people on welfare so you can control them.
But now, don't you know it's more white people on welfare than black people?
Oh yeah, always has been. Gotta be, because there's more white people than there is black people.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, you look at congested areas, you go down south, we don't notice it. You know why? Because we don't give a shit.
Right.
We got over that a long time ago. It was called civil rights.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But these Yankees up north, as soon as you get north of Kentucky, they start playing that game again.
There you go. So how they keep black people voting for them is that said that the Republican Party is racist.
Oh yeah. The Republican Party, all they have to do is make money. Ain't that what we all trying to do?
Ain't that what we all trying to do? But see, can't y'all see that everything was doing good up under Trump? And then now the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer now? Can't y'all see that?
$1.86.
Can't y'all see that? Can y'all see it though?
Hey, how much was gas? $1.86.
Yeah, what, $1.86?
$1.86.
Now, but y'all can see now, really, we are seeing who trying to make us poor
Look at
and who
Trump.
trying to...
Here's the thing that got me to love Trump was when he was on there with Hillary. Hillary said, well, he don't pay taxes. And he looked at her and he goes, you ain't never paid taxes.
Right.
And then he goes, the reason I don't pay taxes is because you and yours set up a loophole where I don't have to.
Oh, wow.
If you want me to pay taxes, change the law. But you won't do it because then you'll have to start paying taxes too.
Right.
When he said that, I was like, that's my man right there. He didn't lie about nothing.
Now, well, how you feel about this here? All in the black people's neighborhoods, the Arabs got stores all over the community.
They don't need to be there.
See, you know they said the way
They
to
don't need to be
for a
there.
person to get
Nobody
rich,
needs to be in the black
for a person to get rich, you got to get rich off of poor people, right?
Right.
That's the only way you can get rich is off poor people.
That's right.
Why are we still poor and everybody else come over here not?
It's because
We got to use our head.
The mindset.
The
You
mindset.
think Uncle Charlie gonna do something for you,
Yeah, right.
and Uncle Charlie ain't gonna do shit.
Right. But then on top of that, they don't really think, we don't really think that somebody gonna do something for us. We thinking the way they divide us is what? Fear. They racist.
But that ain't it. It's economic. It's all about the money. Look here, if a white man up north is making $25, $26 an hour working in a car factory, and you work at one, say, down in Alabama, and you making $12, now who gonna have a better lifestyle?
The ones that make it, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Why is he making more up there than you? Because them white folks up there, if they don't get what they want, they go on strike. Down here, black folks don't ever go on strike.
Don't do nothing. We just take it. We just take it. We just take it.
and go.
And just take it and go.
Take it
We
and go.
take it and go.
Take it and go.
We take it and go.
Look at you.
You see how?
That's been you back for 400 years, and now it's the same damn thing.
Yep.
But
Same
it's
shit.
like
They ain't getting no better.
It ain't getting no
But
better.
all they gotta do is just tell you that they racist.
How come black entrepreneurs
It.
don't open up car factories?
Come on.
In
Hold
black
on.
neighborhoods?
Turn around. Give me that right there. Give me that. Give me that.
How
Give me that.
come black entrepreneurs, there are lots of black people that are wealthy and have
Let me. And then you can give me your answer.
Why do they not open up car manufacturing plants in black areas to give the black people the same kind of leg up white people get? Why? Because there ain't no money in black folks getting rich.
If we get rich,
They won't get no poor money.
what you say on that? Give me your take on it. Hold on. Why do you think that black business owners that's well off and doing good, that's, you know, got money, why they ain't coming and trying to help her? What your take is on that?
Black people get money, they don't want to mess with other black people. I mean, they feel like that's good to mess with other black people, period.
You said that when black people got money, they don't what?
Mess with other black people.
Okay, but see, come here, let me get one more story from you right here. Now, she said when black people got money, they don't want to mess with other black people. Now, when white people got money, don't they mess with each other? Don't they talk
They
to
mess
each
with each other, but they don't mess with anybody lower than them. They don't go down to another. Say like I'm making $100,000 a year and this guy's making $1 million. He ain't never gonna stop and say hello to me. Okay, and when I drive by, he's gonna look the other way. Cause wealth loves wealth, middle class loves middle class, and poor people gotta hang together because they ain't got nothing else.
There you go.
There you go.
But now, if you own the store, white people gonna come to you and spend money with you, right? They're gonna support your store, right?
They should if I support their agenda.
Okay.
But if I don't support their agenda and I treat everybody equally, I'm still going to get the same amount of business. I'm just going to have a diversified base. I'm going to have blacks, I'm going to have whites, I'm going to have Indians, I'm going to have Filipinos. I'm going to have them all because we're all people.
There you go. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So we got the way to make an Arab get up out of your town is what?
Don't spend any money with it.
Hey man,
that's right. Don't spend no money.
I notice every time they set up a store in the white community, they don't stay long.
We don't spend no money with them. But you notice, look here, in the South, most black people they'll go to black stores and spend money. We don't look at it like that. We don't look at it like this is a black store, this is a white store. But we do when it's a foreigner.
Yeah. Now I noticed now I got a homeboy. I'm gonna go down into the store too. He bought Martha them store down there, renting them store down there.
Yeah.
He bought it. He black, and it was an Arab had it first, and nobody white in Widener spent money with him. But now. Since the black owned, whites and blacks going in there buying.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, man, economically, we all American, but they ain't.
Yeah,
they ain't.
This good content right here. Look here, check this out. Check it out.
They got over here. Look here, the government gave them money when they got off the plane.
Yeah, they did. Okay, give me your take on what you think about the Arabs is in our community buying them stores.
Okay, now a lot of them are not bad people. A lot of them, most of the Arabs are the ones that I know. They are some nice, good people. The ones that I know from Yemen, the ones from Yemen, they are nice. They got a lot of stores in the black community, but to me, they look out for black people. Those the ones that I know. Now, the other ones that I know, they from Jerusalem, is like they have, they like to, they like for the Hispanics and Mexicans to spend more money. They think they can spend more money in their stores than black people. Those the ones are from Jerusalem. I think they like more Mexicans or more of them because they cash the checks and stuff at their stores than black people. They figure like we don't have enough money or whatever to buy or whatever, which we do. We work for ours. Even though the Mexicans, they work for theirs too, but it don't matter if they come cash $2,000 or $3,000 checks in the stores. You know what I'm saying? We cash that much too, but don't treat us different from treating them good and treating us bad. That's not right, and I don't like that. That's why I stopped going to the Save More stores in Baton Rouge. But the stores like Major Discount, Buffalo Food Mart, the hair store that they own, Hair Galleria off of Plank Road, those people, they're from Yemen, and I love them because those Arabs from Yemen, they look out for the black community. Even though they got stores in the black community, they look out for black people because if they get close with you, you can borrow money from them. I don't borrow money from no people. I don't did a lot of stuff for the people. I don't went to their house. I don't went places with them and everything. You know what I'm saying? So all Arabs not bad is the certain ones. You could I see me. I feel a vibe of with a person that being ugly towards you, or the person that's not being ugly towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, the Arabs from Yemen, they sit down and told me like Yemen is close to Africa. They told me that they had to catch the cattle boat, pay $50 to catch a cattle boat to get to Africa, to get to like, if they want to go and see like different countries and stuff. Africa is more closer to Yemen. Yemen is in Israel, but it's more like on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem and Israel, all that's like is in Israel, Israel, but it's like they different from. I don't know. It's like different parts of Israel is different from. Is different. I don't know, but I know the ones that I'm close with from Yemen, they are real different from the ones from Jerusalem. The ones from Jerusalem, they own the Save No stores, Ragusas, all them. They call themselves like they like black people, but they don't. They care for the ones who come there and spend the most money, which is the Hispanics, and we spend money too.
And they say that the only way the rich can get rich is from the poor. And I noticed that when the Arabs they set up and get a store or anything in the white community, white people don't even spend their money.
So they don't spend their money with them. They don't.
So why do we always have to spend our money?
Right.
You
See, the thing about us black people, we spend our money anywhere. It don't matter where, it was to be with the Arabs, the white, because the white people, they own damn near everything anyways. You know what I'm saying? So, it to us, it don't matter where we spend our money at. You know what I'm saying? As long as we get what we get. See, some people like the white people, they don't spend their money, like, they don't go to black people's store. A lot of black people got their own stores too, on their own business. You don't see the white ones going in there. You might see a few, because Hispanics, they shop anywhere too. They don't have no preference on where they shop either, but like the white ones,
but they stick together though.
Yeah,
Hispanics stick together.
They stick together. They sure do.
If they got a store, they gonna shop at their store.
Yep. And they got stores. Now they coming up with a lot of their stores.
But why do you think? See, this is where they say that we are still slaves as black people, because
like we letting them come over here.
Yeah, the mentality that we have as people. We can't get a store in our community.
But you know why they say that? Because they look at us as drug dealers, drug addicts. They look at us the wrong way. They think all black people is bad. Like we all like we in the streets. Like we for the streets. Like. All the thing we know is drugs and all that stuff. The white people don't drugs, Arabs don't drugs, Hispanics don't drugs, all that. It's not just us.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
But this is what I think they're saying about that we are still slaves, because the mentality that we have towards one another.
That's right.
It's like we don't come together.
No, and that's the bad thing about it. You know what I'm saying? We don't come together. We always against each other, and that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Why are we all against each other for what? It don't make sense. I mean, because the other nationalities, they're looking at us like, we bad people, and knowing that black people is not bad people at all.
Okay, but you see that every other race can come together, but the only race can't come
together is black, and that's not. And that's bad, because we ought to be the ones that come together, just like everybody else. Right. But it's just like sometimes you gotta start from home, your household. How you raise your family, how you raise your kids, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So can you?
And then it's sometimes it be like the neighborhoods they stay in, and
But that's why I say, you got a certain they say.
And then
we got a certain group of black people that they are.
But I'm saying like
they are doing good, and you got another group of black people that are not. So the ones that are doing good, my white guy had told me, he said, well, they still is in slavery themselves, even though they are doing good, because they don't reach down to the forgotten ones.
Right.
So they are still in a slave mentality, way of thinking when they don't reach back. So when you see other races reaching back, you know, that's like, you know, what we should be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as long as we, you know, because slavery divided us.
Right.
So as long as we doing each other that way, I guess that's what they saying. We still like in slavery.
Yeah.
You know, you got one group doing good, and you still got another
The
group
group doing bad things, right?
Here's a young lady says she got something to say. Give me something then. Tell me something. Since you overheard us talking, you tell me something.
Okay.
First of all, what's your age?
I'm 16.
Okay. Now tell me what you can tell. Now the topic we was talking about over there, I don't know if you overheard it, but a lot of black people are talking about, you know, the Arabs coming into the neighborhoods and setting up stores, and we as black people can't buy a store, and we go in and we'll go and you know, shop with somebody that's black, but we rather go shop with the people, the Arabs that's coming in the community. And a lot of people's talking about that, and they saying that we are black people, we still really are slaves. What you think about that?
From my basic knowledge, ever since I started working, I really see that. Like, everything, poverty, all that, we still slaves at the end of the day. We still gotta hustle for what we need. The people that are higher over us, they still running us like we slaves.
Right, but do you see it as now you got a lot of black people now. When we was coming up, it wasn't that many black people that was fortunate enough to have money.
Yeah.
Now we have a lot of black billionaires, a lot of black millionaires, and it's like they not reaching back at all. What would be your take on that? What would you say about the ones that's up there that can't come back and try to help the ones that are down? Because if you look at every other race is spending money with each other. Every other race is doing things for each other. And the ones that are up are reaching back down to help them. So what can you say about the ones that's up, that's black, that's not reaching down to help the ones that's down?
I just feel like at the end of the day, to put yourself in them shoes, if I was a person that I knew I had money and I knew how our neighborhoods grew up and the people that didn't have nothing, I'd give back. I don't understand why those black people or people of color don't try to help. They got all the money in the world. They did all that. I understand they had to hustle for what they wanted. But at the end of the day, we also need help too. We struggling.
And you can see it. And you can feel it, and you 16 years old.
Yeah.
And one thing that they say that the black people that are up, they are still enslaved as well, because slavery is what divided us as black people. And if you can't help the people that's under you, see that to create a pathway for them, then you still in a slave mentality, and that's what most people are saying. And another thing I want to say, if we allow people to keep coming in our community and open up stores, and we go spend all our money with them, they're gonna continue to do that. So by you being 16 years old, you part of a new generation. So what could you do to try to help steer your generation into a path of being able to be leaders and point things out to them about what they doing? Because, you know, rich people know that they can't get rich if you don't have poor people. You see what I'm saying? Without poor people, you can't get rich. But every other race have figured out that, hey, we can spend money with each other, and we still, all this money still could be in the pot, and we still be able to create generational wealth. But our people, black people, haven't got to the point to understand that we don't need poor people We need people that want to create generational wealth. So we have to build one another just like every other race. So what can you do to help your generation?
I mean, I can say is like in my school we have the ability to create podcasts and voice our opinions dealing with certain things. I mean, this right here, I don't think we'll be able to do this, but in my opinion, if I could, I would. Because our generation, well, my generation is so messed up in the head dealing with being out in the streets and all that stuff and not being as one and trying to come together to deflect the problem.
So the distraction is, do you think your generation is being distracted more about the entertainment or social media? Or
I mean, it's everything.
so much distraction.
It's everything. Everything.
So they can't see it. They can't see.
I mean, you can't always tell a person to do something just because you want them to see it for themselves. They gotta go through it in order for them to see it for themselves. And I done been through it, so I know as a person, and I'm still young, and I understand that. But it's a lot of stuff you gotta talk to people about, and you'll see what they've been through, so you can find out they understanding and how they think.
To me, I'm like you. I think you have really, to me, I just think you got an old soul. You know what I mean? It's like you very intelligent and than most 16-year-olds that I have spoken with. So do you feel that way? Do you feel that you?
I'm gonna put it like this. I feel as my own person. I'm an old soul. I had to grow up fast. I had to realize stuff faster than all people. I ain't never really had a good childhood. You know, I always had. Don't get me wrong. Like I was never homeless or nothing like that. But now that I realize, since I'm getting older and I'm finna get ready to graduate soon, I have to work for the things that I need. I can't always depend on my mama or my daddy to do it. So it's just like, these kids these days, they need to start realizing that they need to start putting their foot down and start doing things for themselves.
So it's really like you can't even get on their level, right? Because you so far ahead of them.
I already got all my stuff planned out. I already know what I want to do, how I'm finna make my money, what I'm finna do after that, everything.
And you know the world is getting so bad. You don't want to be. You don't never want somebody to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, because there's a lot of dream killers out here.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind, because you got an old soul, so you'll be able to see things before it happens. But never put yourself in a situation that, like this one 16-year-old girl in Memphis, she went out with her cousin to a party. This just happened here in Memphis, and dude come down the street, around the corner off Field Street, started shooting, and the bullet hit her. She was a organ donor, and they came clean about it, said that she was that by her giving away her organs, she saved 11 lives already, 16 years old. So just being at the wrong place at the wrong time. And just a lot of stuff going on now. You never know. They just shooting everywhere. Stay focused. Stay focused. I really like what you just said, and I have to give you some wisdom. Just stay out the way and chase your dream.
Let me tell you something. I'm telling you, I had to learn that ahead of time. I don't talk to nobody. I stay home all the time. You will not see me nowhere. I'm out there at work, school, home. That's it. I go out with my family members. That's the only time I go out. I might go out every once in a while, but I don't go with people that's involved in all that, because that right there will cause you to lose your life.
Right.
And right now I'm too young to lose my life. I still got years ahead of me and stuff to learn.
And it was another young girl. She was so happy to turn 21 years old. This just happened 2 weeks ago. She took her 21st birthday, and she went down on the boat in Memphis downtown, and she didn't return. And they just found the body 2 weeks later in the river. I think they found it last night. Now they don't
See?
know. They not saying it's her, but
You do stuff like that, do that at home. So you'll be safe. That's all I can say, because we got all these minors out here and all these young kids out here. You got kids in middle school sitting up here thinking it's okay to be doing the things that they do. Us people in high school influence that on them too. They siblings, the people that's around them. That's why you don't let kids in certain areas or around certain stuff. You make sure that kid is in the right mindset so they won't end up like that. I can tell you today, they got a kid in middle school, about 12. They in gang related stuff. You think that's okay? Once you get involved in that, ain't no coming out. Either you gonna die in the streets or you gonna end up in jail. Just one way or the other. And I know that for a fact. I grew around that area. I grew up in areas like that. So it's like, you gotta be smart about it. You can't just be dumb.
and these kids are in middle school with that mentality,
Yes,
that mindset.
yes. I have to tell my sister every day, don't be like all these other kids. Stay on your own path. Don't be like everybody else.
Right.
I realized that when I got to high school. High school really changed my perspective of thinking, because you'll be friends with this person one day. Next thing you know, at the next week, 2 weeks, they making you, talking about you, making you trying to fight. Me, I'm not the fighting person. So I distance myself from all that. I stay to myself. You see me in the hallway, I got my AirPods in. I'm listening to music. I'm paying close attention just in case anything happens at the school. To the wall by myself.
Okay. All right. I guess it's time for me to. I sure appreciate you giving me your take on this. And this is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Give me one more thing. Anybody who got? Hey, there you go. What's going on, man? What's up, man? What you think about that?
Honestly, I don't even know. There's
It's just so much going on, right?
There's violence everywhere. No matter where you go, something's happened at these points.
Right.
Especially here,
Yeah.
where there is gangs.
Right.
And it's evident,
Yeah.
but you just gotta keep yourself.
So what can you tell them? What can you say? Do you want it to stop? Do you want to see a better future for your generation?
Yeah. And
Bloodshed needs to stop, right?
Yeah. More
Gotcha.
than just bloodshed. I feel like government has to change, but not like complete destroy and rebuild. So that's not.
Destroy and rebuild.
I'm talking little changes here and there to improve the lives of everybody. Ways to make it to where there is a future for anybody, no matter what. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter who they are.
A better future.
A better future. Or a future period.
Gotcha.
Because the way we're going, there isn't going to be one in 100, 200 years with all the crap we doing.
Right.
Like, it's just not going to end up working out.
Gotcha.
Our generation, mine and hers, we can tell. We can see the difference.
Y'all can see
Like,
it.
Yeah, when we were younger, we had winters where it snowed.
Right.
Now, I haven't seen snow in 10 years, 8
Wow.
years, somewhere
Wow.
around there.
Wow. That's
And it's just,
that's crazy.
and it's all because of how everything is going on.
The way the world's getting more and more corrupt.
Everybody's worried about money, and that's it.
That's
Like,
it. Man, I sure appreciate your take on that, man. And she shy, y'all. But everybody, the what we got here, they doing their homework too, y'all. These kids are smart. These kids are smart. Now, the take that y'all giving me is things got to change. Y'all want a better future, right? That's what you want?
Well, I have a 3-year-old son to raise, so at the end of the day, I just want you to be better. That's all.
Y'all tired of the bloodshed?
Time.
All right.
Can't go nowhere without it being said.
Say it loud.
Can't go nowhere without it being said.
So you tired of the what?
Tired of the bloodshed.
You tired of the what?
Tired of bloodshed.